E-resources. E-resources. Libraries, once known primarily as a storehouse for books and periodicals, have changed dramatically since the middle of 20th century. From the historical beginning as places to keep the records of civilization, libraries have emerged as a far-reaching body of information, resources, and services that do not require a building. Rapid developments in computers, telecommunication, and other technologies have made it possible to store and retrieve information in many different forms and from any place with a computer and internet connection. The term digital library and virtual library have begun to be used to refer the vast collection of information to which people gain access over the internet. The e-resource is distribution of information in any electronic form such as CD-ROM, floppy disk, or magnetic tape, or across a computer network like journals, e-journals, e-books, etc. Types of e-resources: e-books, e-journals, e-site, e-thesis and dissertation, e-newspapers, e-reference books, CD-ROMs, and databases. First one, e-journals. E-journals or electronic journals are scholarly journals or intellectual magazines that can be accessed via electronic transmission. Some journals are born digital, in that they are solely published on web and in digital format, but most electronic journals originated as print journals, which subsequently evolved to have an electronic version, while still maintaining a print component. An academic research habit have changed in line with the growth of the internet. The e-journals have come to dominate the journal's world. Often, a journal article will be available for download in two formats, as a PDF and in HTML format. Altogether, electronic file types are often supported for supplementary material. Advantages of e-journals: the contents of pages. The full text journals can be easily found out, and articles related to any certain subject can be easily searched. Journal articles are on your desktop. You don't have to be in the library. It can be very easy to email articles to yourself or download them for printing. Articles that you want to read will always be available even when the library is closed. Hypertext links allow you to move to different sections within individual journals or articles and can link you to related resources on the internet. Journals can include more images and audio-visual materials. Journals can be interactive. You can email the author or editor with your comments. Disadvantages of e-journals: difficulty in reading, highly expensive resource, needed high infrastructure, need user training to access, and excessive printing of documents. Next, access to e-journals. There are two kinds of e-journals are available. First one, paid e-journals, and second one, free e-journals. Remote access resources. In this, the publisher hosts e-journals at his website. When the library subscribes these e-journals, it provides access terminals to user through library LAN or campus LAN. The subscriber gets a user ID and password by which then can use the various available e-journals. Next, selection of e-journals. Librarian and faculty cooperate to develop the library collection. The recommendations for purchase of e-journals are accepted from faculty members via library, but final responsibility for the selection of library resources is totally depends upon the members of library committee meeting. Next, ICT requirement for assessing e-journals. For assessing the electronic journal, a minimum hardware and software are required. First one, hardware requirement. Most e-journals subscribed by the consortium are web-based. Subscribing institution should have full features and configured system with high-speed internet connectivity. Most publishers prefer to make their e-journals accessible on the campus network of subscribing institutions on dictated IP address or range of IP address. Subscribing institutions should have a campus network spread over their entire campus so as to maximize the use of e-journals. Moreover, institutions subscribing e-journals should have sufficient number of PCs so that faculty and students get easy access the available e-journals. Next, minimum software requirement. Most of the e-journals offered through the consortium which requires an internet-enabled multimedia personal computer equipped with an internet browser like Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, etc. With the availability of sufficient software, e-journals can easily access. Next, internet connectivity. Institutions should have 528 kbps, preferably 2 mbps or more connected to internet for improved access of e-resources, depending upon the total population of users. Next, e-books. An electronic book, also known as e-book, is a book publication made available in digital form, consisting of text, images, or both, readable on the flat panel display of computer or other electronic devices, although sometimes defines an electronic version of printed book. Some e-books exist without a printed equivalent. E-books can be read on dictated e-readers devices, but also on any computer device that features a controllable viewing screen, including desktop computers, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. E-book formats. As e-book formats emerged and proliferated, some garnered support from major software companies such as Adobe with PDF format that was introduced in 1993. Unlike most other formats, PDF documents are generally tied to a particular dimension and layout rather than adjusting dynamically to the current page, window, or another size. Next, libraries. Libraries began to offer free e-book to public in their websites and associated services. Although the e-book were primarily scholarly, technical, or professional in nature and could not be downloaded, libraries began offering free downloadable popular e-books to the public, launching an e-book lending model that worked much more successful for public libraries. The number of libraries, e-book distribution, and lending models continued to increase over the years. From 21st century onwards, libraries experienced a 60% of growth in e-book collection. Content from public libraries can be downloaded to e-readers using application software like Overdrive. Next, on the electronic text, but is allowed to circulate it for either a certain period of time or certain number of checkouts. or both. Challenges. Although the demand for e-book services in libraries have grown in the first 2 decades of 21st century, difficulties keep libraries from providing some e-books to clients. Publishers will sell e-books to libraries, but in most cases they will only give libraries a limited license to the title, meaning that the library doesn't own the electronic text but is allowed to circulate it for either a certain period of time or certain number of checkouts or both. When library purchases an e-book license, the cost is at least 3 times what it is would be for personal consumer. E-book licenses are more expensive than paper format editions because publishers are concerned that e-book that is sold could theoretically be read or checked out by huge number of users, potentially damaging sales. Thank you.